Have you ever been in a ministry setting and while you're speaking or teaching, someone smiles politely, nods, and dismisses you? They haven't done anything overt, but you can already tell they've decided to ignore you. They're not openly arguing, they're not confronting, they're just dismissing you. They're quietly disregarding and trying to move on in another direction. It's one of the most subtle forms of opposition and rebellion. And the Bible has a word for it, a word so rare it appears only once in the New Testament. And understanding it will help you stand your ground without becoming hard or harsh. Titus 2 verse 15 says, "Declare these things, exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no one disregard you." Paul is writing to Titus, a young leader in a challenging culture, telling him, speak with clarity, correct with courage, and don't allow others to quietly sideline. The phrase, "let no one disregard you," that word disregard comes from the Greek periphroneto. It's built from two words, peri meaning around, and phroneo meaning to think. Literally to think around someone, to mentally go around you, to set yourself above what you say, to treat as if your words don't matter. What's fascinating is that this word never appears anywhere else in the New Testament, and not even in the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Old Testament. It's unique. In classical Greek, it's used for quiet contempt. Not a shouting match, but that subtle arrogance where someone hears you, nods, and acts as if you never spoke. Paul's warning to Titus was not about shouting louder or overpowering others. It was about having such inner authority, such spirit-led confidence, that quiet contempt cannot undermine the truth you carry. Here's the danger. If we only hear this verse through a fleshy, egotistical lens, we might think the answer is to push back harder or to get in someone's face. But courage in the kingdom starts on the inside. Before Titus could declare anything with authority, he had to be settled, anchored in his own spirit. This is where faith and alignment come in. You see yourself as God sees you. You release fear of their reaction. You hold the inner image of the other person as God sees them, even if they are resisting you. This is not about winning an argument. This is about standing in the assignment God gave you, with your heart and mind already at peace. Scripture ties this to love and response. Leviticus 19:17 says, "You shall not hate your brother in your heart, but you shall surely rebuke your neighbor and not bear sin because of him." Avoiding correction when it's needed isn't love, it's complicity. Proverbs 27 verses 5 and 6 says, "Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend." Here's something fascinating in this passage. The normal Hebrew word for friend is chaver, but that's not the word we have here. The word for friend here is ohev, which would be more precisely translated lover. Faithful are the wounds of a lover. This is why the lover of your soul, God, the creator of heaven and earth, the Father in heaven, Jesus Christ, would so willingly rebuke those who insisted on sinning, especially those who were leaders. It's because even when God wounds, he will do it in love. And this is the love we should remember to have for others. To love the Christ-like potential in yourself and in others. To love your neighbor as. 1 Timothy 5 verse 20 says, "Leaders who persist in sin should be corrected publicly so that others may learn to fear." God's model is that courage flows from love, even when it corrects. And love flows from his spirit, not from our irritation or ego. In leadership, whether in a ministry, business, a small group, in the military, or in a family, you may face others who quietly sideline you. If your response comes from insecurity, you'll either back down too soon or push too hard. But if you are anchored in God's truth, surrendered to His Spirit, and aligned in faith, your words carry weight without striving. People can feel the difference between a flesh-fueled reaction and Spirit-led authority. 3 quick spiritual checks before you respond. Have a faith check. Am I trusting God with the outcome, or am I trying to control it? Second, have a heart check. Am I correcting to protect and restore, or just to vent frustration? And third, an alignment check. Have I released fear and seen this person the way God sees them before I speak? When you pass those checks, you can stand your ground in love, and that kind of authority cannot be brushed aside. Paul's charge to Titus is a charge to us today. Declare these things, exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no one disregard you. Quiet contempt is still contempt. And ignoring it does not protect peace. It erodes it. But the answer is not force. It's faith. Anchor your inner world in God's truth. Let go of fear. See the other person through God's eyes. It doesn't mean they get to walk all over you. It doesn't mean you act in a way that is naive or foolish. It means that you hold them in your heart the way that God holds them in His. And then speak with the quiet courage of someone who knows they have already won the battle because the kingdom is within. That is kingdom courage. Thank you. If this stirred something in you, do not stop here. I want to equip you to build spiritual strength the way an elite soldier trains his body, with focus, discipline, and results. It's called the 5 Pillars of Kingdom Courage, 5 specific battle-tested disciplines to help you feed your faith, speak life, take spiritual ground, walk with people who sharpen you, and obey God quickly before doubt and fear talks you out of it. If you've ever felt passive, stuck, or overwhelmed, these pillars will give you a clear foundation to move forward with power. Click the link in the description and you will get a free 1-page pillars guide and a private video walking you through the framework. If you're ready to stop coasting and start building, this is for you. Click the link, grab the guide, and I will see you inside.